Training your forearms is incredibly important, not only because it's going to lead to a little bit more size in your bicep and even in your tricep, it's going to lead to a little bit more protection of your elbow, so your elbow joint will be a little bit healthier. And now all of a sudden the arm size gains that you're going to be getting from targeting your forearms are going to carry over into the realm of sports performance if you're still a competitor. Utilize these 5 key tips behind training not only massive forearms, but also strong grip work that will lead to massive gains in the biceps and in the triceps. So the first exercise we're going to use to get massive forearms is the forearm roller. I recommend using a 3-inch pipe or a 3.5-inch pipe. We've done it outside of our barn window. We've done it off of cliffs. We've done forearm rollers that have 20-foot long strings. And what ends up happening is your forearm is under tension for an extremely long period of time. And the crazy part behind it also is that you are lowering eccentrically over a very long period of time. And this is going to lead to a massive pump in your pronator teres and all throughout your flexor carpi radialis. So we're gonna stimulate huge metabolic stress, and this is going to lead to sarcoplasmic hypertrophy throughout our forearm that will also transfer over to tremendous grip work, okay? So grip strength is going to be increased over a long period of time. So if you're a wrestler or you're a football player or you're a field hockey player, from grabbing that 3-inch pipe, now all of a sudden you can have better wrist control. If you're a wrestler, you can have better football control of the ball when you're running. If you're a running back, same with catching the football as well. So forearm roller is 100% the best forearm stimulator that you can use. Now, on to exercise 2, plate flips. And one of the reasons that I love utilizing plate flips is it's actually gonna help with our finger strength, okay? So when we're utilizing grip work, we've gotta recognize that there's the pronation and supination aspect of stimulation, but there's also the grabbing part of stimulating strength in your forearm, and there's also the isometric position. Think about farmer's walks, right? Farmer's walks can lead to that isometric strength over a long period of time. But one of the things that we often forget about is the explosive aspect behind training grip strength. So utilizing plate flips is incredibly useful for having that explosive hand strength. And that is what's going to lead over to greater hand-eye coordination, and also it's going to keep your forearm healthy when applying a large amount of force over a short period of time. So that third exercise behind stimulating huge, massive forearms is Shotput curls. So we actually invented a bar here at Garage Strength called the Shotput bar that we not only use for doing curls with that fat grip, but we also use for bench pressing. And one of the reasons why we love utilizing this for curls is because it leads to massive stimulation throughout your forearm, which also, because you have a fatter grip, an open palm grip, now it's going to lead to more motor unit recruitment in the prime movers, and that is our short and long head in our biceps. So that stimulating forearm strength is going to lead to greater muscular gains in the bicep region. If you don't have a Shotput bar, which I highly doubt anybody has a Shotput bar at home, if you don't, you can use an actual Shotput to do curls with, or you can put towels around the bar, or you can even invest in fat grips and put that around the bar, and now you have that open palm that you can use for curls. Exercise 4, reverse fat bar curls. So we have multiple fat bars here at Garage Strength that we use to do fat bar curls, and what that ends up doing is it stimulates massive growth in the brachioradialis, the flexor carpi radialis right here, that little tie-in into our upper arm here, and then our brachialis here. So that's going to lead to incredible fatigue all throughout our forearms. And then as we start to fatigue, now we're going to bring in more high threshold motor units in our arm flexors. Typically, for the most part, it's going to be in the short head of the bicep, but the fat bar reverse curls is a tremendous exercise to use to gain forearm density and strength. Exercise 5, the last one of the big 5, is a neutral grip curl with a cocked forearm. So that means that as we get to the bottom, we're gonna rotate our forearm this way. That's gonna lengthen our brachioradialis right here, and that's gonna tie into our short head of our upper arm, and that's gonna lead to massive growth in our forearms and our biceps. And so we at Garage Strength have a bar that we've used that we actually invented that has a fatter grip for the neutral grip when you're curling it. And if you don't have that bar, you can use dumbbells. You can do fat grip hammer curls as long as you have that neutral grip. But the big thing is that when you get to the bottom of the curl, that you actually cock that wrist back to really lengthen the brachioradialis and lengthen the bicep at the bottom part of that curl, and that's going to lead to massive growth and massive stimulation. And this is all information that we use in Bis and Tris 1 and Bis and Tris 2. If you head over to GarageStrength.com, you can pick up Bis and Tris 1 and 2 today, and you can start to get those forearms nice and swole. If you like this information, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Peace.